everyone, today I'll be reviewing Netflix show Snowpiercer Season 2 Episode 1 just premiered today. So I never made any video on this, so I should tell you guys that Snowpiercer, the movie, was directed by Bong Joon-ho. That movie I really liked. That movie was really good. The concept of that movie was so good and interesting. So I really enjoyed that movie. I also enjoyed Snowpiercer Season 1 on Netflix. Although I really like that movie and concept, but this show took you to details, how this train is running, where this food is coming from, where all this source material is coming from, where these people came from, and what they are doing there in the train. Of course, there is a rebel group and the rich people, all this mashup in this show. I thought season 1 done really well. Each episode you learn more about the train. It was really good. Although until the finale where it left with the huge cliffhanger. So I was really excited to check our season 2. But we only got so far only one episode because it's although Netflix is saying it's a Netflix original show, but this is actually their joint production with TNT. So they can't give you the whole season at once. They have to give you each episode each week, which is sucks, I suppose. I wish I could binge the whole show at once. That is something I'm used to, but it is not Netflix show. They can't give you. So I thought season 2 episode 1 started really well because this episode we get to see Mr. Wolfer. After all he's here to claim his train, which he owns, and he was actually telling Melanie right to the point, why you been impersonate me all this time? You took my train, you ran away, and you are running it like your own. Like he was confronting her. It was really interesting, honestly. I thought episode 1 was really well done. It gives you all the idea where we are at, how this season gonna be. Looks like it's gonna be a fight between Mr. Wolfer and Leighton's team. Leighton is basically president now. That part of the train, he's like the owner for that train. Mr. Wolfer was, how do I get back my train? Melanie's like, I don't have your train. It's owned by Leighton now. And I was like, because Leighton is basically leader for everyone there in that train. So it makes sense why he is the boss. So Mr. Wolfer need to confront with him. It will be interesting when we see them together, probably in episode 2 or 3. So what I found interesting is also in season, so far in this show, is that looks like Mr. Wolfer train doesn't have a lot of people or a lot of resources. Like he was asking them for food in exchange for things like weed and other things, and I was like, they don't have actual fruit, like fresh fruit, vegetables, chicken, those things. And I was like, so Mr. Wolfer need that train, so does that train need Mr. Wolfer train. So they need to come together again in this show. I know you're thinking, is Mr. Wolfer, played by Sean Bean, is he gonna die end of season 2? That is everyone's mind question. I don't know. I feel like he could die actually halfway. Of course, Sean Bean, who I'm huge fan of him. I thought he done really well. Good job in this show, because when I say done good job in the show, I just seen episode 1 based on that episode, because his character is kind of like, end of the day, Melanie did steal his train from him. You know what I mean? Like he is like, you betrayed me. And so those scenes, you can see he's emotional. You can see Sean Bean being like, Sean Bean, he's always so likable actor. He's Ned Stark after all. How can you think him a bad guy? He can't be. That is my belief. Of course, I might be wrong. Melanie is very smart, obviously. Melanie, she knew Mr. Wolfer will try to turn them, separate the train. So she made something in the to join the train forever. She said, we are joined together forever. And I was like, that's so brilliant. I also like this dynamic between Melanie and her daughter Alex. I thought this mom-daughter, they have a lot to resolve in this season, because she basically kind of leave her behind when she took over this train. Because she was crying in season 1, last episode. She had so much regret about leaving her behind. So when Alex showed up in episode 1, I was like, that's really good. Finally, Melanie will find her closer. Of course, I'm thinking based on Melanie's regret, of course. Melanie still, she need to work her relationship with Alex. We will see that in season 2. I don't think Alex will trust her right away. still she is her mom. Of course she will love her, try to protect her, because she did actually, because she got this frostbite on her back. She sent Melanie to doctor to check that out, so I thought that was sweet. After all, she is her daughter, and she felt like she abandoned her, but she didn't. She did send people to get her, but they didn't. Anyhow, the Leighton also had a drama that he's gonna be like he's having a kid with this woman, and this is the first time I think someone got pregnant on the train. That storyline gonna be very interesting. Do I like this hospitality lady? No. Of course, she's annoying, but she is also a very good character. You know what I mean? I forgot her name. This actress, she's very annoying, but also she's really good at what she does. That is what it means. So I'm really looking forward to checking out rest of the season. I hope it gets better, or should I say it gets even better than season 1. That was my thought on episode 1. Really enjoyed episode 1. It was a good episode, especially for pilot for season 2. I think it's done a really good job. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comment what you think about episode 1. Did you enjoy it or no? Are you planning to finish the whole season? And please take care.